Hypixel Duels has its fair share of rare cosmetics, across many different types in many different modes, which is why we're here. You know, the map is called Museum, and I'm showing you the— yeah, you get it, whatever, enjoy the video. So I'm putting the Duels cosmetics into two categories, the standard cosmetics, then the prefix, titles, etc. And yes, I saved the rarest for last, sue me. First, we have the standard cosmetics. I'll go through each cosmetic type one by one and cover the rarest ones. Let's get all the super common stuff out of the way. The rarest glyph is either Diamond or L. It just depends on if there's more MVP pluses on the server or if more people have 50 bridge wins. Take your best guess, I have no clue. Even the rarest hats are still super easy to get, like slash dueling an opponent, using a glyph in a bridge game, or getting 500 bridge wins, which over 72,000 people have done. So the rarest one is probably just the one with the highest token cost, which is Diamond Steve. Normally I won't mention cosmetics you can just buy at any time, but that's because honestly I have zero idea how many people have these, and many people have enough tokens to buy it whenever they want to, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the video, so I'll only mention purchasable cosmetics if there's really no other rare stuff for that category. With those out of the way, let's get into the interesting ones. Next, we have projectile trails. The rarest one you can get today is Bowception. You need Gold Division and Bow Duels to unlock it, which around 2,700 people currently have. By the way, this little bar you're going to see over a lot of the numbers just shows that it's infinitely repeating. So for this one, it says 0.027 with a bar over it, which means that the actual percentage is 0.0272727 and so on %. Got it? Okay, good. The other two rarest are AAA and Golden, both of which are unlocked through the Hypixel Battle Pass. I'm glad we got to this one early because I need to clarify. The Hypixel Battle Pass was a progression system you could buy for real money back in 2019. Probably based on another popular battle pass. Basically, for each new tier, you'd get a reward, ranging across a bunch of different rewards and cosmetics. However, this was only available for 12 weeks before being shut down, and nearly all of the rewards from it are completely unobtainable today. After talking to some people and making some estimations, my guess is that about 3,000 people bought the battle pass, with even less unlocking most or all of their rewards. But for the purposes of this video, we'll just say that 3,000 people have unlocked any given battle pass cosmetic. Using the system though, Bowception is still probably the rarest. Next is emblems. The two rarest ones are actually equally hard to get. For Milk Bucket, you need No Debuff Godlike, which 44 people have, and for My Pig, you need Combo Godlike, which 44 people have as well. For kill effects, the rarest are Today's Catch, which requires Boxing Gold, Kill Counter, which requires Classic Godlike, and Riches, which requires OP Godlike. None of these are closest to the rarest though. You might think that the Pumpkin Popper kill effect could be the rarest since unlocking it means you have to get the rarest Duels achievement, but over 14,000 people actually have this one, which isn't even close. The actual rarest of them all, Back to Dust, requires Mega Wallace Godlike, which only 46 people have. Moving on to the kill messages, the rarest are Flex with 900, My Ping with 52, and Pro Gamer with 24 players. Auras are a fun one. The third rarest is Smoky Particles, which requires Arena Master, but since arena titles are based on kills, and Hypixel doesn't have an arena kills leaderboard, all I can do is guess. And my guess is that it's probably around 30 people. The second rarest is Rainbow Potion Particle, which requires No Debuff Celestial, and the rarest is the Beacon Trail, which requires Arena Celestial, which 0 people have at the time of recording, which sucks because it looks pretty cool. Looking at wood skins, the only two worth mentioning are Spruce Logs, which around 750 people have, and Birch Logs, which 5 people have. I'm one of them. Next, we have Victory Dances. Double Dragon's Descent is exclusive to the Skywars Celestial Club. Ping Flex belongs to the Blitz Celestial Club, and the rarest one, the Whole 9 Yards, belongs to the Quake Godlike Club, which is the worst victory dance of all time. Literally all it does is let you keep shooting your gun after you win and it shoots a little faster. How is this the rarest? For double jumps, you have Light as a Feather with around 1,900 players, and Leg Day, which only 5 people have unlocked since it requires 12,500 parkour wins. It's time for weapon name packs. The rarest are Slumber, which needs Bed Wars Gold, Bows All the Way Down, which needs Bow Master, Pathetic, which needs No Debuff Master, and the rarest is Over the Top, which needs OP Celestial, which 38 people currently have. All I've got left to do for the standard cosmetics are the mode exclusive ones, so let's do that. For Bridge, the only goal that doesn't cost tokens is the Endermite one, which requires the Clean Sweep achievement, which over 72,000 people have. So I guess it's just the most expensive one, Nicholas, since I assume 72,000 people haven't bought that. The only rare bridge cage is Carpet Factory, which requires Bridge Celestial, which around 215 people have. The rarest Skywars cage is either the spring or fish tank cages, since they require the battle pass, or maybe the crown or tournament hall cages since they require the now obsolete tribute points. In boxing duels, you can change the fish that you start with, and the rarest is the puffer fish, which only 5 people currently have. In spleef duels, the real spleef duels, not bow spleef, you can change the shovel that you start with, and the rarest is the diamond shovel. Since the 2 spleef modes are tracked separately but count for the same title, it's hard to calculate exactly how many people have Celestial between the two, but around 35 people have it. In classic duels, at Celestial, you can change your helmet from iron to gold. It doesn't give you any competitive advantage, but it still looks cool. 224 people have it at the time of recording. Lastly, we have the Bedwars Duels starting sword. Currently, nobody has 25,000 Bedwars Duels wins, but many people have actually had this cosmetic before. It used to be purchasable in the Duels shop, before quickly being removed and wiped from players' accounts. And those are all the standard Duels cosmetics. But before we move on to the prefixes and titles, me and some friends are hosting a massive Duels tournament with nearly 100 players already signed up. It runs from July 31st to August 2nd across almost every Duels mode, and there are hundreds of dollars in prizes. If you want to learn more or sign up, go to hypixelduels.com, link in the description. And while you're down there, maybe subscribe. And now for titles and prefixes. The honorable mentions go to all the legacy season titles that you could get back when Duels still had seasons. The title was different depending on the mode you got it in and how well you placed, with the top 10 getting a 1 of 1 title since it shows your exact position. The 2 types of prefixes are the color schemes and the icons. We're just going to look at the absolute rarest of these prefixes. The bear icon, innocent icon, and potion stain scheme each only have 3 players that possess it. The punching paint scheme just belongs to 2. And out of all of the Duels cosmetics, only 6 of them are 1 of 1 at the time of recording. Only 1 person has OP Ascended, Aiden Airplane, which makes him the sole owner of the victory icon. Sothy is the only player with Boxing and Mega Walls Ascended, making her the only person with access to the Wither and Boxer icon. The Smile Spam icon requires Arena Grandmaster, which only X-Navi has achieved at the moment. Cluck is the only player with Combo Divine and the Combo Coding prefix scheme. And lastly, the elusive Jeremiah Hugh-String scheme only belongs to Karuxo, the singular Parkour Divine. I know at the end of the day, all these cosmetics are just pixels on a screen, but to many people they mean a lot more than that. They represent something bigger. Time and dedication, lots of it, were put into unlocking this stuff, and that provides more value than just pixels. I mean, I know exactly what that's like. That's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. It means something to me. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.